Welcome to the interview section of Mijas International. Today I'm talking with artist and local resident Richard Wood, and he has an exhibition coming up which is called Near and Far, and it's the Hotel Mijas on the 7th of December. And Richard himself has been an artist professionally for over 40 years, lots of experience and lots of different styles of paintings for him to tell us about. Good afternoon.
Hi, Karen.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for inviting me.
Not a problem. Yes, for over 40 years of professional painting.
Yes.
I bet that's gone quickly.
Well, I had long hair in the early days.
And a totally different style.
Well, yes. So I think the style just develops over the time. You know, I mean, this is all parcel of being an artist, really. You know, when you see early works, you think, goodness me, you know. But it's just a development, isn't it? Very long-term development, really.
Yeah, as you change and grow, your creative works change and grow.
Yes, and as you travel or you see different things, you know, you get inspired by them, so you decide to do it in a certain way or whatever. It's a very interesting journey. Yeah.
I can imagine. Well, just perhaps to explain why you chose the title Near and Far.
Well, that's always one of the things, you know, when people invite you to have an exhibition, you think, now, what can I call it? What can I do? What can I put the work into? So I thought Near and Far because over the period of time, I've done quite a fair bit of travelling, and with my sketchbook here, I always, like to draw what I'm seeing, and to come back and paint and perhaps put a little body of work together. So I thought that it'd be interesting to have local views, because living in Voltacado, it's a beautiful place, and you get some, lovely landscapes there, and also involving other places that I've seen. So I thought it'd be nice to have the sort of mixture of local as well as further afield.
Further afield.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got some images that Miguel's going to put on the screen for us, and perhaps to talk, for instance, this is
well,
beautiful.
of course, everybody knows the Alhambra, which is just one of the most marvellous places to visit. This is a particular view which I did in the winter time, so it's got the sort of
the snow
on the Sierra Nevadas in the background. Well, stunning location, of course. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you, really? It's just so fabulous.
No.
This is a recent work which I did in the summer, which is a view quite close to my urbanisation in Voltacado, looking down across the landscape into this view of the sea in the distance.
And all the lovely curves and shapes of the land. And
because you've got the wonderful, those aloe vera plants, which look so stunning when they grow up, and they suddenly start to grow so quickly. And this year there seem to be hundreds of them about, so it's obviously a good year for them.
And they're good medicinal plants as well.
Oh, I believe so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
And perhaps to take a look at a few more of the images, because you travelled for Australia.
Yes, I've been
Egypt,
very lucky, fortunate
Venice.
to go to places like Venice. I've been to India, the Far East, Thailand, Cambodia. This is Istanbul. This was a 4-day trip. It's one of the places I've always wanted to go, and I was fortunate to be able to join a couple of friends, and we had 4 days together, and it's absolutely stunning, the location. And this is an early morning view of the Salamuni Mosque, which is one of the most beautiful mosques outside as well as inside. Of course, inside you've got all the wonderful mosaics to look at. So
they're always in great detail.
And it's such a lively city. I mean, it's never a dull moment there.
And of course, you took your sketchbook with you. Well, you need it for all these different images.
I always have that at hand. I always feel that it's important to get something down on paper as quickly as possible. It's just a sort of a short sketch, or if you've got more time, then you can spend more time on the sketch. But that was at Petra. That was the treasury at Petra. And again, just a stunning location. In fact, there was a documentary the other day about Petra, and what was interesting, that they reckon that carved from the top to the bottom when they do these temples.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
Oh, okay.
They start at the top and they work down. They don't just work from there. Yeah.
Well, it saves time, because otherwise you're going up, you've got to come back down again.
But this is the famous treasury. This is one of the first things you see as you come to Petra through the gorge, through the Sikh, and suddenly it's there in front of you, and then you turn right and you go all the way down through Petra, where the amphitheatre and all the tombs are and the Roman remains. Really amazing. Yeah. Really fabulous.
So you sort of really, we're being taken on a journey through different countries with you as we've gone through those countries.
That's what I thought. As I say, I've been fortunate to be able to do this travelling, so it's nice to share it with people. And a lot of people have been to these places, so it brings back perhaps a memory or two of a really exciting time, yeah. Well, this is, of course, London. This is Parliament Square. And I was there last year in around about March time. As you can see, it was
it was the usual
wild
weather.
And windy.
Usual weather.
Yeah, usual weather. But it's a fantastic position, Big Ben there, and that wonderful statue of Churchill sort of towering down, looking at you. It's really amazing.
Stern.
Very, very stern.
Yeah.
I actually went to Chartwell, his house, a few weeks ago.
Did you?
And that was a fascinating experience to see where he actually lived and wrote his, speeches and his books. Really, really a fantastic personality.
Yeah. An experience.
Yeah, and here we have the Taj Mahal, one of my ultimate favourites. I went there probably about 5-6 years ago, and you come when you don't see that when you approach the Taj, you don't see it first of all. You go through a gateway, and suddenly you go through this archway, and there is the building. A famous view looking down the avenue with the water, and there's the Taj, and you think, wow, this is what a sensational place. And this is a view by the river. This is down by the River Jumna, which flows behind the Taj Mahal, and it's a dawn picture. I like to capture times of the day.
With all the different lights.
I find that a challenge, yes. And I find that living here, you see such wonderful sunrises and sunsets, and it's just amazing. Just imagine, in the UK, I don't know whether you get that much, but... You
just get different shades of grey. But when it is lovely, then
it's just
you've got the sharp colours.
I love to get up early and make a cup of tea and sit down and watch the sun come up, and I think, wow, every morning is a different...
It's a different sunset, different...
Absolutely marvellous. Venice Sunrise. Venice here. Poor flooded Venice, yes. It's, again, a place I just fell in love with when I went there for the first time.
And all the architecture.
Oh, it's just magnificent. It's like nowhere else in the world, it's so unique as a city.
And this one
is
Australia.
is at the bottom of the world. This is sort of what they call down under.
Yeah.
This is Uluru, or used to be Ayers Rock, and this is the Red Centre of Australia. Again, was fortunate to go there on a tour, and we stayed in Alice Springs, then we coached to Uluru and spent a couple of days there. And of course, it was just magnificent. You see the sunrise, you see the sunsets. You don't forget the flies. There's flies everywhere. No flies in my paintings, but there's flies everywhere.
Flies everywhere.
In fact, you have to wear these nets, because they go up your nose, they go in your mouth.
In your ears.
Oh, horrific. Anyway, but it was a fabulous experience, and through that, I was really thrilled to do some paintings from it. Yeah.
From that, yeah.
And this is the ghost gums, what they call the ghost gums at Ayers Rock or Uluru. And
it's quite spooky, isn't it?
Yes, well, they are. They're some of them are pure white. They're like the gum trees here, but they're a different breed. They're a different type of whiteness. And they are indigenous
to
the
area.
landscape there, And, of course, Uluru is a sacred site for the Aboriginal people. And, it's a very, very special place, very spiritual place. Yeah, it was really interesting, that.
Yeah.
Really, got some good vibes from it.
I'm just wondering, with the amount of experience you've got in this field, Can you remember when your first exhibition was?
Yes. I remember it was about 1976, and I was, although I'm a Londoner, I'd moved up to the northwest of England, and
good place.
Exactly, not End.
Yes.
This was Burnley, northwest Lancs, and I was very taken with the industrial landscape there. You know, you see the mills and leads the Liverpool Canal, and I just took to it, and I started producing a little body of work, and I got to know a very nice couple who ran a gallery close to where I was living, and they wanted to take me on board, and they offered me an exhibition, and that was the beginning. That was the first time I'd ever seen, you know, framed pictures of my work, you know, up on the wall. It was really exciting, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that, you know...
And I sold a few.
That's even better. Yeah. That's an even better feeling, isn't it? Yeah. People appreciating your work.
Yeah, in fact, occasionally I get emails from people saying, "Are you the Richard Wood who... I have a picture of a mill in Burnley." Yeah, that's me. Yeah. So they do appear from time to time, you know, even that long way back.
Really. Yeah, a good feeling.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, really good.
And can you remember how many exhibitions you've done?
No, I can't.
No, there's too many, isn't
there? Yeah. But, of course, here it's nice also that we have a couple of art groups. So we join together and we have a sort of group exhibitions. The one in the Hotel Mijas is just myself, it's just a solo show. Yeah. But there's also groups that we can come together and show our work in different venues. Yeah. And that's really nice because that gives you a chance to meet other artists, which, you know, usually being an artist, it's a very solitary occupation. Yeah. Not lonely because I have my music and everything, but it's nice to sort of occasionally get together and chew the fat. Say, have you sold any pictures lately? Oh, that sort of thing. You know.
You get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's good for the public as well because they can see different styles under one roof.
Indeed, yes. And every artist is a different style. Every artist has a different way of working and produce a different style, which is what art is about, really. It's your expression.
That's right.
And how you portray your thoughts and feelings on either canvas or paper or
photography.
Or photography, yes. There's so many different sides to it, isn't there, really? Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just remind people that your exhibition is the 7th of December.
It starts on the 7th of December. I'm having an opening at the Hotel Mijas, 7 till 9, drinks and nibbles. And then it continues till the 31st of December. Yeah, and then I've also got a new website, which is www.richardwoodart.com. So anybody logs onto that, they'll see a host of paintings that I've managed to put on. So I'm really pleased with that.
Okay.
So I look forward to seeing people that come to the show and enjoy it, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much,
Okay,
Richard.
Karen,
all the best.
Super to be here. Thank you.
And